Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. President Donald Trump is facing the prospect of a second impeachment after the House Speaker announced a resolution calling on Vice President Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment.
The President has committed an unspeakable assault on our nation and our people.
Nancy Pelosi has urged Vice President Mike Pence to remove Mr. Trump, saying he is incapable of executing the duties of his office. If Mr. Pence does not comply with the request, Pelosi has vowed to press ahead quickly with a second impeachment. Mr. Trump is accused of inciting an insurrection after riots last week at the Capitol left 5 people dead, including 1 policeman, and injuring dozens. Meanwhile, Amazon has shut down the app Parler, which is popular with fans of Donald Trump, by removing it from its web hosting. The social media platform that has been used by millions of Mr. Trump supporters has been forced offline until it can find a new web hosting service. The move comes after Apple and Google also removed Parler for violating rules by failing to censor posts that incite violence and crime. Parler has become the go-to app for supporters of the president and right-wing conservatives following a clampdown on the spread of election misinformation by Twitter and Facebook. Indonesian Navy divers have been searching the Java Sea for the remains of an airjet that plunged into the sea 2 days ago. Authorities have pinpointed the area where the data recorders, known as black boxes, of the Boeing 737 are located. Rescuers have so far lifted parts of the jet's fuselage and engine off the seabed and have also found human body parts and their personal effects. The flight with 62 people on board was headed from Jakarta to Pontianak on Borneo Island and disappeared from radar screens 4 minutes after takeoff after crashing into the sea. Elderly people and healthcare workers have begun getting vaccinated against COVID-19 at the 7 new mass vaccination sites across England. The UK so far has vaccinated around 2 million people, and Health Secretary Matt Hancock has said that 200,000 people are now getting the inoculation every day, and that the government is on track to meet its target of 13 million people vaccinated by mid-February. The unprecedented vaccination effort by the country has elderly people of over 80 years old as its top priority. So far, the NHS has said that 23% of England's population for that age group have received the first dose of the vaccine. Ugandans are set to vote on Thursday in the presidential elections, which will see long-time leader Yoweri Museveni face against 10 other candidates. Museveni has won every election since 1996 and has twice changed the constitution to allow him to run, first removing a 2-term limit in 2005 and then abolishing the age limit of 75 in 2017. Among his opponents, there is 38-year-old singer Bobi Wine, who has emerged as the front-runner by attracting a large following among younger people in the East African country. Military personnel have been deployed across the capital, Kampala, amid fears the elections could descend into violence. Since the start of the campaign, security forces have repeatedly broken up Mr. Wine's rallies with tear gas, rubber bullets, beatings and detentions. Wine has also been arrested multiple times and now campaigns in a helmet and flak jacket. The billionaire French-Israeli diamond magnate Benny Steinmetz has arrived in court in Switzerland to face trial over alleged corruption linked to a major mining deal in Guinea. He has always denied that his company, BSGR, paid multi-million-dollar bribes to obtain iron ore mining exploration permits in southern Guinea in 2008. He travelled to Geneva from Israel for the 2-week trial. If convicted, he could face up to 10 years in prison. The United States plans to designate Yemen's Houthi movement as a foreign terrorist organization. The Trump administration is considering blacklisting the Iran-aligned group before the inauguration of Joe Biden on January the 20th, a move that would complicate the delivery of essential aid in large parts of the country, which is in danger of extreme famine. The United States has accused the Houthi rebels of being proxy fighters for Iran, seeking to destabilize neighboring Saudi Arabia. And finally, a historic heavy snowfall has hit the northern regions of Japan, causing chaos across the country. Most of the cities in these northern prefectures have seen more than twice the amount of snowfall compared to its average. The city of Tokoyama has also seen a new record of 88 centimeters of snow falling within 48 hours. The snowfall has been so intense that more than 1,000 vehicles have been stranded on the motorway for hours, prompting Japan's Ministry of Defense to deploy forces to clear the snow and help drivers get moving. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.